Uh, uh, no, it's not made for chilies. Shape. Okay, let's bring up the analytics. Bring up the analytics. Analytics. There we go. Let's get Jimmy an invite. And let's go to Jimmy. And paste. There we go, Jimmy. Da 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, like I said, this is the third time. It's always a charm. Jimmy wanted to show you something, and he wanted to build something for you, and he wants to talk to you guys. So I'll just sit here and look pretty, and it's Jimmy's show. We'll just wait for Jimmy to join.
I'm here.
And there you go.
I'm here.
Are you? Are you really here?
Somewhere.
Got a little bit of a delay on it, but that's because the time of day that it is. So
Dude, I ain't worried about it.
there we go. For some reason, this time of day, you get high traffic volume on OobTube.
I ain't worried about all that. It is what it is. Well, I got the screws out from the connectors. The next step is going to be to just kind of cut it down the middle. But he's in it right now, so I ain't trying to freak him out, you know. I don't want him to think I'm cutting up his new home. So probably just gonna wait and do that. I mean, fuck, I got till Friday anyway, and all I gotta do is cut them two connectors. I gotta cut them even, and I'm gonna run one board going across them, and just nail it, toenail it where it needs to be toenailed, and then just like, you know, nail it like fucking normal for the rest of it. But anyway, yeah, so that should be all I need to do there to make that stable. And then what we'll do, once I get it cut down the middle, basically on line with my Klein bit is where I'm cutting it. And then boom, we'll take this side, the taller side, and just stack everything on top of here. Just like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because whenever I went to lady's carport, she's got this van that don't move. And the van that don't move, like say if it was here, like I've only got about 2 feet of room in between that van and her, like her house, like her actual house. But that's the spot that it needs to go, is like right there. So we came up with the idea just to cut it in half, stack that shit on top, and then they can use that van to jump into their cubbies. Or on top of the whole thing if that's what they want.
Yeah.
So I don't even need to build like a little ladder to go to it or nothing like that. All I got to do is put this son bitch on top of there. Nail everything where it's got to go. Very simple.
Yeah. Reinforce whatever needs to be reinforced, and the cats now have a cat high rise. It's no longer
basically, dude.
High rise.
Basically, but the lady was very, very sweet, dude. She's old as can be, but there ain't nothing wrong with that. She's old, you know.
Yeah.
The what's it called? I did see one of the cats. So she does have 4, but she said she gets a couple of the neighborhood cats that just run in and out of her place too. So she's basically just the cat lady of the neighborhood, and she needed a fucking spot for these cats to be, because only 1 or 2 of them go in her house. The rest of them, they'll come in her yard, they'll eat all the food, they'll let her pet them and shit like that, but they will not go in that fucking house. Not even when it's raining, dude. Whenever there's a fucking hurricane, if they get blown away with it, that's just what it is.
Cat in the wind.
Shit, gonna wish it would have went inside then. But no, so yeah, she's at minimum got 4 cats, and like I say, I only seen the one, but the one that I seen is like my cat's fucking skinny twin. Like that, like if my cat weighs 5 or 7 pounds, that cat weighs like 3 to 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're getting there. Getting there, and that
I'm just
get a paycheck.
Yeah, he said he's paying me Wednesday. Yeah. Whenever he gets paid on Wednesday, he said that evening, he said he'll pay me. So I'm happy with that. He's happy with that. And he already paid me 40. So, but he didn't say how much, but I told him, you know, the plywood in itself, we got 50, 100, 150. Yeah, we got about $150 in plywood just right here. Right here, minus to include the sheet that's sitting behind here. But I mean, we didn't really use that. I'm kind of just going to use it for something else. I was honestly planning on making my cat, whenever this goes away, I was going to make him his own little spot, and I was going to build it in the house like I typically do. Are we on YouTube right now?
Yep.
We are? Okay, yeah. So for those of you that are here that know me, typically I build shit in my living room. Not for any other reason than the fact that I know I'm going to clean it up. Like, I don't give a shit. Anyway, I'm going to build my cat one of these, but it's going to just be like a singular tower. And I'll give him the 3, like the one he's in now, he can have that. And then there'll be an option for him to go to a top bunk, and then he can hang out on top. I'll build him something like that. And I'm going to try to do it with everything that I still have, because I have this piece that I was playing with the stapler. Obviously, I was trying to figure out my depth and all that. So I can yank all the staples out of that, and I can use that, because I think that's exactly the size I need. I just made one more in case I fucked one of them up. I got this whole piece, which is minus the weird curviness of it. This is like a 4 foot by 4 foot piece. So I should have enough to make him his own little thing. And that's if I don't do it different. Like, I might get fancy with it and do it different. Dude, I got to show you this shit. I got it right here. Dude, I don't even know what this shit is for, but I was cleaning up one of our storage units today, and I found this wood. I don't have it with me. We gotta go on a walk. So hopefully Wi-Fi doesn't screw up. Here, let me go ahead and turn that off. How it got here. But it's so beautiful. It's like this gray, weathered look color. Let me get this inside. Think I left anything else out here? I think all I brought was that drill just so I can take the screws out. Hey, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. I'm gonna go grab this. It's like this really pretty gray wood I found today. I forgot to even tell you about it. But it was the gray color that we was talking about we had wanted for that spice rack, but my dumb ass didn't know I needed iron for the stain. Yeah, I got my keys. All right. So what you been doing today, Sarah?
Oh, just making content. Ran What was it like? This color or gray?
Yeah, basically, actually.
That's fur. That's
Fur?
weathered fur. That's just
See,
weathered.
I don't know if it's.
That's when
I don't
when,
know. I
when it
don't think
weathers.
it's natural. I don't think it's natural.
No, that's what happens to fur when it's untreated and left out exposed. It goes a really nice silverish gray, and also depending on
Yeah.
how it's cut, sometimes you can get like a metallic, like a really shiny section out of it. And oak will do that too. Oak will go gray too. If
See,
it's
the grain pattern of it reminds me of oak.
that's the wonderful thing. Oak and fir almost have a very identical fur like grain pattern to it. Like
Yeah, yeah.
very identical. And that's why like we love using fur for imitation. but literally you can just tell just by tasting it, smelling it, and also just doing the knife test. Because oak will be.
I promise I ain't gonna get you, man. I ain't gonna get you. We just heading the same direction. That's all.
Eater, run after her, chase her. I dare you.
Yeah, I think everybody left. That's good. That's good.
But
What up, dude?
like most woods will end up going gray and stuff, gray in the wood, and that's just because the tannins are leaving the wood and getting affected by the UV and water and stuff like that. But for some
I'm gonna
reason,
take the big piece.
fir and oak just both have this natural tendency to go really nice gray, and sometimes you'll get
Look at
some spots.
Look at that. You see what I mean, though? Like, it's not natural.
Have to get closer.
It's not like it's wood, yeah, but it ain't natural. Like, I think they put these two together or something.
Yeah,
Oh, hell, it's got a sticker on it. What's the sticker say?
Yeah, slab.
Dougman, LaFurl Furniture, California. Oh, well, fuck, it's from California.
No.
Dog. That shit says Dong Man. Man, I can't even pronounce that bullshit. That's some old French bullshit.
Yeah.
Look, I'm from Louisiana, can't pronounce French. Hey, but I mean, dude, it looked good. I think I'm gonna use this for Kelso's shit.
That's kind of
Cause I don't know what this is for. Like, there's all kind of shit in here that was here from whenever I first got here that we have never used. We ain't never gonna use. So like all this minus this. I know what this is for, but like all this shit obviously is for like a table of some sort.
Yeah.
Cause you got this piece and then you got one identical to it. So obviously it's a goddamn table, right? Yeah. I'm thinking that this was supposed to be the table, but then it's got these two little pieces, and I'm wondering if this is meant to be like a seat. Like you're supposed to sit and then be at the table. You know what I mean?
It might be a little computer desk that has little swing out arms. I bet you there's a couple swings that.
I bet you that's what that is.
It's probably got little swing out arms. That's probably what it is, and that.
Because they never wanted me to put it together. I said, look, I can go in there and just start messing with it. You know what I mean? And they was like, nah, you ain't got to mess with that. So shit, that was last year, bro. Last year, my year mark at this job is on the 27th. So not even 30, like less than 30 days away. Fuck, at this point, I think it's less than 20. So today's the 10th.
All I see there is project material for me to hoard away in some corner and eventually turn into something else.
See, and that's what I'm doing with it now. Like, I'm about to take this shit. Ain't nobody gonna miss it. I promise you that. Ain't nobody gonna miss it. They start asking me where it is. Shit, don't go looking in my house. You'll find it. I promise you'll find it, but it ain't gonna be the way you want it to be. What up with you? Not a crackhead, just me. Gotta shut the door. They ain't gonna miss it. They ain't gonna miss it.
They probably already forgot it's there. That's how most of these
I'm telling you, bro. Dude, there's no way they even know that this shit is gonna. There's no way.
Yep.
This shit has been here for a year. Been in that same room. Been in that same spot. And if they need something, shit, buy me the materials. I'll build it.
all I do is I'd call that your delayed Christmas bonus. That's what all that stuff is. It's your delayed Christmas bonus.
And I see, like, I would be happy if they gave me shit like that. If they just gave me like Home Depot gift cards, Lowe's gift cards, materials, and they was just like, hey, you should build us something. Like, you goddamn right, I should build something. they had them fucking idiots. You know what Tasker is? Like, or TaskRabbit, I'm sorry. You know what TaskRabbit is?
Nope.
It's like a little app that you can get on and you can hire people from the app to come build furniture and just do random things around the house that a contractor isn't required for.
Yeah.
So like if you need blinds put up or if you need a computer desk built, you know what I mean? Or if you need your new sofa, but you don't know how to put it together, you get on TaskRabbit and them motherfuckers know how to put it together. They'll sit, like it connects you through like a temporary number with somebody, and then you talk to them, you get a price, and then they'll come out, they'll build it real quick, fast, and in a hurry, and then they'll get up out of there. So and like they're gonna be doing it all with some hyper tough tools and fucking Walmart shit, but they get the job done. Can't be mad at them. They get the job done, and they get some extra money in their pocket.
So it's just a handyman network. That's all it is.
Basically, that's literally what it is.
Oh, tired.
New materials. I'm gonna build Kelso something out of this. He's gonna be pissed off when I take that thing Friday. He's gonna be upset, looking for it. So I'm gonna have to build him something. What up? Yeah, I can set it over here for right now. And then after we get done doing what we're doing, come back, set it over there, where I picked up and all that. Boom. Yeah, the guy came and seen it this morning. He was like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting this.
You're probably going, I was expecting a couple wood boxes stacked on top of each other, a little bit of carpet. My God, this was too much.
Was not expecting all this. That I know for a fact. Like, because I mean, those was his words. He was like, man, I didn't think it was going to be that big. I seen half of it whenever it was in front of your place.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, just a little bit taller than that. That's all they need. You know, I was like, yeah, when I had it halfway built up, that's what I was thinking too. And then once I started measuring my cat, not knowing the size of the other cats, and I'm thinking my cat's bigger, kind of, sort of, than most other cats, because he's basically just a tomcat, you know?
Yeah.
Come to find out, that's all that's over there. And then I seen one, and apparently the one I seen was the smallest. And like I said, he's like 3/4 the size of my cat. And if that's the youngest, smallest one, the rest of them are roughly my cat size or bigger, which is how I did the boxes. Like he fits. Where's he at? Yeah, you see him. He fits even kicked out with his legs kicked out. He takes up a little bit over half the box. So if a bigger cat than him gets in there, they might be hitting the side. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I did. Well, I'm lucky I got a bigger cat than normal. But either way, cats like fitting into smaller spaces too. So
Yep.
I think they would have liked it either way. But this Friday, them cats gonna basically get their own little house. Motherfucking mansion. Cat mansion.
Gonna have the local meth heads looking at it. Can I move in? Can I move in?
You know, funny enough, dude, the neighbor from across the street, like, basically to the ladder in the pools would be like across the street, maybe a little further. But he was looking, and he was like, "What are y'all doing?" And I showed him a picture of it, and I was like, "We're thinking about how to put this in there, and we're thinking, you know, just take this half, set it on top of this half, and just put it up against the wall, and that'll be good." Because I did tell the lady, like, if you want me to, I can find your studs and install it into your studs. She declined that offer, and I told her, you know, it's fine. It's gonna sit the way I got it built. It'll sit perfectly fine. But just for extra security, if you would like, I can install it into your studs with some screws.
Yeah.
And she, you know, she was like, I think once it gets here and we see it, we'll go from there. And I said, that's cool, you know, because there's no need to if we don't have to. I mean, fuck, this thing made it through the storm the other day. Fuck yeah, I was out here halfway in it because I had filmed one short of Kelso in his box, and I was like, progress. This is progress. I think that might have got 16 goddamn views because I uploaded it at like midnight. So I'm learning what time frames to upload and not upload.
Yeah.
I think about a month ago we were talking about that, and I'm trying to experiment because typically I just upload whenever throughout the day, and I get views at least 1,000, at least a couple hundred. I ain't trying to toot my own fucking horn here, dude. I get 1,000 views on some shit, and then most of my shit gets right at it or a little bit under. So I'm happy with that.
Oh, we finally got someone watching us, Johnny. Johnny, nobody.
Oh, we got somebody?
Yeah.
Shit, man. I ain't even much worried about it.
No.
I'm just here. We talking. We having fun.
Yeah.
I ain't doing too much tonight.
It's also that time of day where everyone's either on their way home from work or eating dinner with their family like they should be, or
yeah,
or in their bathroom playing with themselves. I don't know. They seem to come out later in the day.
Some people, that's a any time of the day event.
Yeah.
I mean, any time of the day event. Like you just, bro, I've seen videos and I laugh at them every fucking time, dude. It'll be a guy filming in a bathroom, and he'll slowly pan over to the stall, and you'll just see a shadow moving. You'll just see the shadow moving. I laugh at that shit every time. I don't care if it's the same fucking video and I see it here and there on other pages. I laugh at it. That shit's funny to me, dude. Like, come on, man. In public. Are you just hoping somebody finds you and says, let me join? Come on, man.
Yeah, no, all I'm doing is just making random tidbits of content, just a bunch of shorts, and also trying to play with the editing with the CapCut editor, stuff like that. That's all I've been doing today, just trying to make some content. Make some content for the day.
It's crazy that you can spend more time editing something than making something.
Yep. That's
Dude, I feel like if I have to edit it, the only thing that I would be doing is voiceovers, but that's just me. I'm a lazy editor. I don't want anyone to try to take my advice on this shit, dude. Don't edit your videos, please. Don't do like me, to where you like. Typically, though, I know that before I film, I think about what I'm about to do, and then I might not think about what I'm gonna say because I just bullshit the whole time usually, but I definitely think about what I'm gonna do and like plan that out before I start filming, even a short. Like with the sheetrock shit, I thought about everything I was gonna do, thought about every possible downfall that could have happened. You know, like shit like that I can film. Shit like this, where it's just straight out my head and into real life, I like to go live with this, because if I run into something and somebody's trying to copy me, or not copy, like in this situation, it really wouldn't be copying. It would just be, I guess, like you find inspiration, so you would want to try to copy, dude, but not like in a bad way, like copy in a good way. Like you are like, wow, that's cool. My cats need that. Let me do that. You know, like that thing. Like if you're doing that, that's great. I would hope someone doesn't try to copy me and then be like, hey, I thought of this all on my own. Like, bitch, what? No, fuck you, dude. No, you didn't. No way you did.
No, see, the only videos that I'm doing editing on are some long format ones, because I'm filming the content in segments, and I'm trying to add a transition, like little flip transition or rotate transition, to go in between the different parts. So that way, it's kind of like when you used to watch the old home time shows. They'd have it, then you see the screen flip kind of thing, and then they'd be on to the next step, and
like that, like where it just kind of rolls in.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
It just kind of rolls in.
Yeah, because I'm trying to make some captivating long format videos, because that's the thing. Trying to keep people's attention span for more than 5 minutes for long format is a battle. So if you can make it so that way it's kind of captivating but still teaching, without having to like be over the top or extravagant or like flamboyant and stuff like that, or doing stupid, like making drills fight each other and stuff like that. No, I'm trying to make it like the old hometown show. I want to have that 80s 90s nostalgic hometown show feel, and that's what I'm trying to do. So
well, just play some AC/DC in the background. That'll give it what you want. Play some old fucking Marilyn Manson and AC/DC. Fucking what's his name? Ozzy. Play Ozzy. That'll give you everything you're looking for right there, and make sure to keep a cigarette lit, and you'll be that's all it. Hey, that's it.
And Josh just joined the chat. He's saying that you need better lighting. We can't see your face.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. I think I just need to. Yeah. Okay. That's all we need to do. Okay.
I think lighting was working in our favor. Do we really want to see his face?
Hey man, my wife gave me a haircut. You know, maybe I wanted to show it off a little bit. You know? Fuck. Here, give me that. Perfect. There we go. All right. And who knows? Maybe Josh thinks I'm beautiful. All right.
We're all beautiful in our own special way, even this old mug. Josh is doing another coat of sanding and then a coat of poly on his shelf that he's making for his I'm
gonna go in
pups for his pets. So
I'm gonna go in here in a minute. I ain't hanging out forever. Well, actually, no, them kids are in there. I might want to stay out here.
Oh, for a minute
The
there,
kids are in there.
I thought you were going to go into the cat house. Just
I
crawl
can't
in.
fit. I can't fit, dude. I had to become a contortionist to get the fucking screws out. Because since Josh did just show up, it isn't staying like this. I actually am going. I went to the place where I'm bringing it to Friday, and I gotta basically just cut it down the middle. What I'm gonna do is cut that down there because this isn't connected. There's a staple holding this together, but this obviously isn't connected. So once that's gone, that's gone. I ain't worried about that. I'm gonna have to cut it at the bottom here and all throughout for the nails, and then transfer the whole piece up on top of here. And once it's on top of there, it's gonna be way the fuck up there, and I ain't gonna be able to reach the top of it. So, but we're gonna take this half first, get it set up, come back, we'll get this half, and then I'll take my nail gun over there, tack nail it into place everywhere that I can do that, which should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One. I might have to add something on the top of here for a connector. I might have to on both sides, but that's cool. Get off of there. I might have to add something. That's cool. That'll work. And I might not even have to do that because, like I say, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it probably somewhere up in here to make it flush even with this. Run that connector board across it, and that should be all I need to do. And from there, I might have to add something on top to connect these back ones too. But that's all in the future. That's a future me problem, but at least I have an idea. Oh, no, I can't do that. I got to go this way. I forgot. The sun does not agree with me today. The sun does not agree with me. But hell, I mean, all in all, I know I had fun building this. I wish I would have gotten to see the place beforehand, so that way I could have just built it all at once. Honestly, I would have just taken everything over there and built it over there. That would have been easier. But either way, come Friday, it'll be gone. My cat will be pissed off, and then I got to build him something this weekend. So I guess everybody can look forward to that. If you missed this build, you'll get to see a similar type build, I guess, starting on Friday night, depending on what time I get back. It really just depends on what time I get back. If I can get back before 7:30, I'll probably get started. But if not, it'll just have to be a Saturday thing. The good news is, though, I probably won't need to go to the store for materials. I got a shit ton of wood over here that I should be able to build the fucking thing out of. So that's always good. At least I ain't got to run to the store and just make it out of scraps.
Yeah. Oh.
Do all your cats go in your house, or do some of them stay out?
No, it depends on what the weather is. If it's nice and warm out, they'll hang out outside. They got their little places. But usually they try to sleep wherever I friggin' sleep. Then they hog it all, and then I gotta go sleep on the couch. I'll go to bed. They'll all come to bed. They'll take up the bed, and I can't get comfortable, so I kind of snuggle with them a bit. Then I get up and I go out and basically just curl up on the couch. But now that I've been out here with the wood stove, Socks, the silly panda bear, the tuxedo black and white one, he's always out here all night long sleeping next to the fire. He just likes the fire. So.
Oh yeah. I don't think this cat's spent a night inside unless it has just been raining too bad. Typically, he'll sleep during the day and then come 5 o'clock when I get off, or if the family's here, he'll be outside by the time I get off. But if they're not here, like, because the past 2 weeks with her grandmother passing away, she's been back and forth. So sometimes she's here at 5, sometimes she's not. I'll let him out come 5:15, 5:30. He's ready to come out. He'll be out all night, bro. All night. Come 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, he's ready to come back in, though. Like, once we wake up at 6, he comes in. He eats. He goes back out till about 8 o'clock, and then he comes in, and then he's asleep all day.
And to answer your question, Josh, the reason why is right now I'm not streaming at my peak time because we're streaming on my channel, not Jimmy's channel. My peak stream time is in between 6 p.m. my time and 8 p.m. my time. That's my peak streaming time because that's when the algorithm pushes me out. For my shorts, it pushes my videos out in between, usually in between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. It's just literally where it pushes you in, and that's the name of the game, is just figuring out where your peak is. But not only that, how many of my subscribers have notification on? And that's the thing is, and not only that, like a good majority of my subscribers are on in my time zone of North America, so they're still at work or just getting off of work right now. Like that's the thing. Like, your algorithm picks up where your time zone is and stuff like that, and they try to pump it out into there and stuff like that. So it's so as the channel grows a bit bigger, numbers show up. But I get a lot of views after I stream. Like, when I'm done streaming, I'll get a whole crap load of views, like a couple hours later and stuff like that, because that's when other viewers on the other side of the world are waking up that watch me, because I got people that watch me in the UK, and right now it's getting close to, like, they're usually in bed right now. So, yeah. So, but to answer your question, that's why we only have 2 or 3 people right now. But as the time goes by, more people will pop in, and even sometimes new people pop in. And if there's something exciting, they subscribe. If it's not exciting, they go, "Oh, look, it's an old man and some young guy talking. Oh, joy." Then to spice it up,
And they move on.
Then to spice it up, we just randomly say Epstein Island, Iraq, and everything goes crazy, and we get 1 million viewers. Just by saying 2 words: Epstein Island, Iraq.
Epstein Island and Iraq are connected. We know it. We believe it in our bones. They have something to do with each other, damn it.
Yeah. And that's another thing that is true, Johnny, because I am doing horizontal stream because I like using streaming software so I can have infinite guests. Instead of doing horizontal where you can only have 1 to 2 guests. I like the build.
So if we were sideways, that'd be bad.
No,
we need to be.
We'd be getting a whole different demographic, because I think it's about 80% of people watching YouTube only watch on their phones or their tablets, which best supports.
Yeah, so they're gonna be vertical. Yeah, I got you.
But the thing is, I will be doing some more horizontal streams once I get a good set of earphones, because like when we tried it with Josh, I couldn't hear him. Then we fixed the problem. We couldn't hear him, and then he couldn't hear me. And that's because the sound settings. But I need a set of headphones, because for some reason noise cancellation works really weird on mobile, really weird. So we will do we will do some short form, some short formats. So eventually, once I find a set of headphones that I like, that have a microphone that I like, it's just.
I like these, dude, the DeWalt ones.
Yeah.
I can hear perfectly fine. You can hear me, I think, perfectly fine. Like the mic's right here, and I like these, dude. Like I love Milwaukee. You know this. Everyone knows this. I ain't paying no $130 for some fucking earbuds, dude. I'm sorry. Fuck you. Y'all better come down on that price if y'all want me to have the fucking Milwaukee earbuds.
And plus, the other bonus of streaming this way is I can do things like this. I can literally share screens, videos, movies, and everything with no setup. I can share a whole entire website with KMS Tools, my favorite tool store, show you their sales, their deals, their prices. You can't really do that on mobile. And that's the best part about using OBS or StreamYard or wide format. I can add stuff to. I can add anything I want to the stream. I just throw it in there. Like if I want to have a little animation of a dog chasing a rabbit in a circle, I can just randomly decide to throw that in.
Yeah.
So, but no. Once I figure out which earbuds and that best suit my ears and my hearing and microphone meets my wants and that and has good count and good echo cancellation, that then we'll start doing a little bit more like tall format. So it's all a work in progress. We'll get there eventually.
As long as I got something playing in these, I can't really, like, I can hear the outside world, but if somebody's talking to me, I can't make out what they're saying over what, like, if I'm listening to music or if I'm listening to a podcast, I can't make out what they're saying. I can hear people, so I can understand something's going on, but I gotta pop one out if I want to actually hear what anyone's saying. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but I know they have some headphones that you can turn that like on and off, like where you can turn off the noise cancellation or whatever.
Well, that's the thing is I got a really nice set of Huawei, like really nice set. They work great on my laptop. They work great on my on my diagnostic tablets. They work great, but they're not compatible with Samsung. Samsung will not connect to Huawei, but they're nice. They got nice noise cancellation. They got everything. Like I may just have to start using my launch scan tool to start streaming. Walking around with a giant tablet that's this thick.
Dude, I hate the goddamn tablet that I have, dude. Like I have a tablet. I can't say it's mine. The work wants me to use it for work, but it's a tablet. Like you can put whatever you want on there, Netflix, all that bullshit. Dude, it's fucking huge, but the camera on it, garbage, absolute fucking garbage. So there's no way I could ever film with it. So I haven't even tested the microphone. I've never tried to listen to music or watch a movie on it or nothing like that. I just know the camera on it is fucking garbage.
Just hold on a second. I got a phone call.
Uh-oh. I'll keep everyone entertained, all 2-3 people that's here. I tell you what, I sanded down that spot in the bathroom that I was doing. Dude, I'm maintenance. I don't just work on one thing in a day. I work on like 5, 6, sometimes more. It really just depends. Like today I had my unit that I've been doing, so the bathroom and all the painting and all that bullshit. I had to go do 1, 2, 3, oh, lights came off, 4 work orders. So that's 5 things. I cleaned out that one storage unit that we got, kinda. I cleaned out the living room of it. I didn't clean out the whole fucking thing. I cleaned out the living room. So that's 6. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just stating, like, you know, this is why it takes me forever to finish one fucking thing. So, yeah, we'll get that out the way. So the bathroom, I got it sanded down. I'm waiting on texture. Right? That's what I named the short. I was waiting on texture. 5 o'clock rolls around. I go in the office. Magically, there's a bag of fucking texture. And they're like, hey, got your texture. And I'm like, oh, awesome, dude. I was waiting on that all day. They came in that unit at 11 o'clock to see what I was doing, see how far I made it, what I needed, yada yada. And I told him I needed the kitchen sink faucet, not the actual sink itself, the faucet, because I gotta swap it out. It's one of them old style ones. The aerator's all clogged up on it, so it dribbles water. It doesn't even shoot water out, just kind of dribbles. So, because if you take the aerator off, dude, it's just coming out of there. So I know that's what it is. And rather than just swapping the aerator and calling it done, I'm just going to swap out the whole thing, I figured, hey, if it's clogged up right there, that means it's been there a while, right? Just in case someone decides to try to drink out that sink, you'd rather it be a new fixture. I don't recommend that. Like, if you go to an apartment complex, you try to drink water straight from the fucking tap, dude. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend you just get a filter and stick it on the end of there. That don't really, it helps, but it don't make it better. It doesn't treat the water. It ain't like it running through coal or nothing, so it's really getting filtered. So I think he's back. I'm going to quit rambling.
Yeah, see, this is my diagnostic tablet. The reason why it's so thick is because it's armored. It's made for being used in an automotive shop. It's got the front glass here is like half an inch thick to protect the screen, but almost all of this is protecting. What's inside of this thing is pretty much a Lenovo Android tablet packed in a big armored case. And it does 4K front back facing camera. Front facing camera is 8K is 1080. So it's actually pretty robust, and it's pretty sweet. Like I did one stream 2 years ago where I had that set up as one camera. I had my phone as another camera, and I had another phone as another camera. I had three wireless, like they were all acting as wireless cameras. I had three cameras all over the place, and I was able to switch them by using a button on my keyboard, switch between cameras, and then I could have them all going at one time. And it was crazy, but I've streamed with that thing. It's actually very robust. The internet's good on it. Like I might try doing that for the next stream. Is try using that with my earbuds, with my Huawei earbuds. I really like those Huawei earbuds because it's got the noise cancellation, so it can cancel the noise. It's got echo cancellation. It's got sound balancing, and it also has this other feature when you tap it twice, it tries to simulate surround sound. And it's really trippy. But,
dude, I wish my tablet was that cool. I don't even think my tablet's half that fucking cool.
But that thing is just loaded with diagnostic software and diagnostic programs for repairing heavy duty trucks, tractors, cars, you name it, everything. It diagnoses everything. It also does.
So it can also do like heavy equipment. Then it can do like the cranes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Not just cars and trucks. That's cool as fuck. What about 18-wheelers and shit? It does that too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And some people that own certain devices that connect to their car, like there are certain brands of wireless phone devices that you can plug into your car. If you're having a problem diagnosing or fixing your car, I can connect your car from where I live anywhere in the world and program it and diagnose it if you have the right adapter. And those adapters are usually only $20. And there's a lot of shops.
That is cool.
There are a lot of shops still to this day. I'll get an email because Launch has this network of people looking for someone that can program. So I will connect to their Launch tablet because they don't have OEM software yet. I have OEM software from the dealership to do dealership programming for certain manufacturers. So I will connect to them. I will program the car, and they pay me whatever I charge. Like they have to pay it with their credit card to my Launch account, which gets transferred to me by e-transfer. They pay me. And then I go in, I log in, I program the vehicle for it, do all the high end stuff, and walk away. And every now and then, I still get people. Like there's a lot of shops that I still go to, and that because it's what I do for what I. It's just what I like doing. It's fun. Like it's easy money. But I used to get it a lot more when I used to advertise for it. But now I just send them all to my Midas shop. I just send them all to my Midas shop and say, Damien will do it. Damien will take care of it for you. Damien will handle it. I taught Damien everything I know. He can do it. Just go see him.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I wish I could trust a motherfucker like that. Oh, maybe one day. Shit, man. I got. Trying to think. I did get. I think I told you I got that nail puller, and while I was there, I seen they had the chisel set, but they changed the price on it. They raised it up a couple dollars, so I'm wondering if they're gonna put it on sale or something. Because they got two sets of the Jorgensen and Lowe's. They got the type that you can hammer on, and then they got the type that you just finesse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the Jorgensen or the Irwins, for the price that they charge, those are the best friggin' chisels in the world for how much they cost. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like you can't argue with them. So
no, you can't. They gotta be good.
Like I've been using Irwin marbles for a long time. I got some Veritas chisels, like very expensive chisels, but I only use them for when I'm like working with maples and doing furniture. Other than that, they stay in their protective case in an airtight room, the thermostatically controlled, because like they were like $800 for the set, so they stay protected and safe. Like I sleep with them under my pillow kind of thing. For everything else, I just use my Irwins, and they do everything. No. That's one thing. Don't ever spend a crap load of money on chisels. It's bad money spent.
It is, dude. Yeah, especially if they fucking break.
200, 250 for a good high-end set, 100 for a professional set, 50, 60 for a construction DIY set. That's the price range you want to stick in. Unless you're hardcore and you want to have like the ultra premium, you're like a Snap-on fanboy and you just want to have gourd. That's the only. I mean, you're rich, and if you're rich, you go out and buy it. But it's just like people buying hand planes. It's just like people buying hand planes. Don't buy new ones. Go on Marketplace and buy used ones, because used ones are old and they're better built. Don't ever buy a new hand plane. Buy old vintage hand planes. They're cheaper on Marketplace and they're better. And every carpenter, I don't care what you say you are, every single carpenter, even framers, can benefit from a number 7, a Stanley number 7 smoothing plane. Well, like everyone can use it, because it's literally the only plane that you really need, because it does everything. It's just huge. It's big, but everyone's got to own it, and they come in so handy. Mostly when you got a bow in your wall and you don't have power planer out and you just want to have some fun, or you got to do some jointing. Like the number 7 was made for jointing, so instead of having a big electric jointer that takes up room, you just grab this big 18-inch jointer plate and just run it across. 1 pass, 2 pass, ready to join. No power, no needed, and it takes 2 seconds to use. No setting up a fence or anything. No. So if you ever see one on Marketplace for under $100, Stanley number 7 jointing plane, buy it. Be one of the most useful hand tools you ever buy.
That's what it sounds like.
Those electric Milwaukee and those electric planers, they're not the same, and they don't. And jointing, you look at this deck, the size of the deck on them. Those are those cordless planes are the equivalent of a smoothing plane, a Stanley number 5 or 6.5. it's not really great for jointing long wide boards or longer boards. None of that. It's noisy. It's messy. Like it's noisy. It's
Yeah,
messy.
yeah.
These hand planes aren't messy. They're not noisy. They take no like it's the same amount of maintenance as owning a cordless one, except for you'd have no batteries, you have no worries, and it's never going to break down. It's never going to break down, but it's just more efficient. It's more effective. You get better results, mostly for jointing, mostly for smoothing. And like with if you got a big slab, like you say you got a slab like a big slab of wood that you need to level out, you can use the number 7 to smooth that whole entire thing out instead of having to use a router and a big router jig. You can just literally work it down, nice and smooth, and make it
That's cool.
bone level. Like it's one of the most useful tools in a carpenter's toolbox. You have to have a number 7. Like I'm going to try to make a shelf in here that I can close off, so I can bring some of my planers home from the shop because I don't want them to rust. I've spent a lot of time taking care of these things. Some of them are from my grandfather, some of them are my dad, some I got from Bob Maynard and stuff like that. So they mean a lot to me. But I want to bring some of them home, but I got to make a display cabinet or something that I can put them in where I can like make sure they're going to be dry. Like literally, I've been thinking about like literally making a little cabinet that has a little vacuum port that I can put a vacuum in, literally suck the air out and have it airtight until I go to open it. Because there are some, but then I have a couple that I'm just going to bring home that are just random junkos that I got on Marketplace that I just use for whatever. But the number 7, what like in life you need a number 5, a number 7, and you just need just like a Stanley little number 2 or 1 block plane, just a little tiny plane, block plane. A mini block plane comes in handy every now and then, but you only really need 3: a block plane, a number 5, and a number 7. And with those, you can do
Hell
everything.
yeah.
You don't need anything else. You don't need like all these guys, big woodworking channels. Look on their shelf, they got like 1,000 planers, but if you ask them how many of them they use, like, well, those are just there for looks. These are the 3 that I use, and the number 1
Yeah.
that most of them will be using the number 5. But those are like they're good investments, and like you can get them cheap on Marketplace. They come in so handy, like for when you're working on your doors and stuff like that. Like fixing the doors or adjusting cabinet door sizes or door size and that. Way more efficient, way more better, and way more precise than using your corded and your noisy cordless, dirty, noisy. And none of that. It kind of gives you like the sense of like it makes you feel like you're back in the 1930s and you got respect for the old timers that built the
Yeah.
world. So,
Uh,
yeah. Oh, Jimmy disappeared. Jimmy disappeared. Jimmy disappeared. No, Jimmy's back.
I don't know what the hell happened. It just started saying reconnecting.
Ah, your internet must have went up for a little bit.
It probably is. I'm outside. I'm not on Wi-Fi or anything. I'm just kind of hanging out. So, and I got to pay my bill tonight. So that probably is one of the reasons it's acting stupid. But yeah. Now I will say of all the, like I've seen a hand planer, never used it. I have Milwaukee's 2-inch for whenever I do the doors, and I love that thing. As long as you use it properly, you won't snipe at the end and all that. Like you won't dip into it and everything. I've never used a handheld planer. I've seen people do it. I understand you put your hand on the little knob and you just run it. You try to just run it. You try not to stop. You don't really worry about power and all that. You set your depth, I think, with the knob, like you just kind of twist it or something.
Oh, You set your depth before you use it, and you just leave it at that depth for all eternity. You don't change your
Basically, yeah.
until you sharpen it, until you take it out and sharpen it. And that's the nice thing is you don't have to buy blades for the damn thing. You just pull it out, you sharpen it the same way you sharpen a chisel. You put it back in, you set your depth, make sure it's true and square, and go to town. And like I said, it never breaks down. There's no electric motor to break down, no batteries to replace, no nothing. You don't have to worry about snipe going in. Don't have to worry about snipe coming out. It it's it's just like that's the thing. Is like I've got my Hitachi cordless, and I only use that for when I'm doing something rough like trimming down studs that are bowed on a house, and I want the wall to be perfectly straight because the customer's paying to have
Yeah.
that. But for everything else, I use hand planes. I use my hand planes because it gives better results, better finish. It's no noise. It's got no vibrations through your body, and it's easy to clean up. It's easy to clean up these big coils of wood that just coil together. It's also fun to play with them too. Pull them out and write little messages on them. Not to just go on to answer your question, Johnny. To just go on marketplace, look for old Stanleys, anything vintage, anything vintage. If you're going to buy new, because I know who makes them. If you're going to buy new, at, there are a couple on Amazon. Jorgensen makes a couple nice ones, but they don't make every size. Jorgensen's make okay ones. Amazon basic hand planes are actually really freaking good for the price that they are. Extremely impressive, those Amazon basic hand planes. But your best bet is just go on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, yard sales, garage sales, flea markets. You see
I've been
deals.
wanting to check out shit like that too. Going
Like
to see what I can find at somebody's house or at one of them flea markets in the middle of the road or whatever.
do it, Jimmy. You'll go broke because you want it all, but it's worth it because when you become an avid tool nut and tool collector like me, that's the thing is I'll take my shoe off my foot and sell it to the guy standing next to me if I'm 50 cents short to buy the tool from the guy. It's like I want that tool. Would you like to buy my shoe for 50 cents? There are a lot of tools out there I see that just catch my eye. I don't have one of those yet in my collection. I must have it.
Yeah.
And then you'll have to get a Greyhound bus or a store or a storage facility stored all in, and you
Yeah,
organize
that's
them.
what Ott did, dude.
Yeah, then you go
Ott
visit.
got he quit his well, he didn't quit. He found a better job.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna leave it at that. He found a better job, he took the deal, and he turned his truck in yesterday. And when he showed me how many tools, dude, he's got a storage shed filled to the top.
Yeah.
Can barely walk in there, just all Milwaukee to walk, rigid. Bruh, this man has every fucking tool 3 times that they sell. I don't understand.
Mhm.
I hope he's in here, dude. I hope he's watching.
See,
They
I
can confirm.
only buy vintage tools. I don't run out buying new tools. Only old stuff that I don't have, or something that I remember Bob Maynard using, or Jim Perman using, or my
Yeah,
grandfather.
yeah.
Like tools that bring memories, or something that I just don't have. But I don't go collecting new tools. But those are tools that I never use. Like some of them are still in the new original box. Some of them aren't. And it's like people collecting Legos and collecting toy cars and that. Me, it's vintage
Oh, well,
tools.
fuck, I didn't know we was talking about Pat. Is Pat here? He should be.
No. Pat doesn't want to collect tools. He wants to collect trucks. He has to have them all. He has to have every truck.
Man, fuck that. If
I
I'm gonna
tell
be
you,
a Pokemon trainer, dude, I'm collecting all the tools. I ain't collecting all the toys.
yeah. I have a funny feeling if when Pat becomes an adult and can buy lotto tickets, if he ever wins the lotto, he's probably going to spend it all on pickup trucks and go broke.
All on Chevy and GMC, huh? Every Chevy truck on the lot. I don't want it. Hey, Dave. Hey, what you doing, baby? Oh, my Lord. Did you finish your drink? Okay, I was making sure you didn't need another one, that's all.
Johnny collects coins. That's another fun thing. When I was a kid, I used to collect
Collected
stamps.
coins.
I used to collect stamps when I was a kid, and that and coins. Like I've got a lot of silver coins. I'm always finding silver coins and I add them to my little collection, but I'm not an avid coin collector. I collect gas station paraphernalia because I'm part of the Western Vintage Antiques Oil and Gas Club. It's a giant club that's nationwide across North America, South America, and that. We get together to have meetings. We buy vintage gas pumps, old oil cans, empty and full. I've got full cans of oil.
When you said paraphernalia, I thought you meant like gas station pipes and bongs, dude, and grinders and shit like that. Like, I thought you were talking about fucking weed shit.
Nope. Oil cans, jerry cans, Texaco signs.
Whoa, child.
Signs,
Whoa.
like, I collect stuff like that, and I collect tools, and I collect tractors. I collect
that's good.
Tractors. Old.
That's good.
Then they sit in a field and they slowly rust away. Until someone comes down and breaks my arm, twists my arm, and convinces me to sell it to them so they can restore it and drive it. It's okay.
Yeah, paraphernalia to me means pipes, bongs, and grinders and drugs.
That's what's wrong with your generation. That's what's wrong. Yeah. Bunch of potheads, stoners, hippies.
The only time I've ever heard that word is either out of a cop's mouth or out of my parents' mouth. All right? I ain't never heard that in a non-negative connotation. We'll put it that way.
So, Johnny, what's your most favorite coin? Do tell. Tell me which one's your most beloved prized possession. What is your favorite coin? Do tell me. I would love to know.
A quarter from 1937. I bet you a quarter from 1937 is actually not, like, that shit's probably worth $200 now. Like, it's probably real silver.
He probably has rolls and rolls and rolls of unopened wheat pennies, praying that there's a couple Indian heads in there.
Oh shit! I can actually stand here now. Okay, all right. I don't have to be right here. I can actually walk away. That's the point of having a mic and headphones. Hey, if somebody will give Sarah $10, I'll jump into this pool.
Watch him just fall in. Just watch him fall in.
I love swimming, dude. I really do.
Or his cat just drop kicks him. Meow. Sploosh.
My cat right now just hanging out, bro. He's chilling.
He's got old Japanese coins from the 1500s, and the ancient coin from Genghis Khan's conquest. Ooh, he's got some pretty interesting coins. He's got some interesting coins.
Yeah, it ain't all simple shit. It's not a coin from 1937.
American money? I don't want that crap. I want something from when Jesus was. I want money from when Sayer was young. That's what I want. I want to collect coins from when Sayer was young. from the BCE days. Look, I got a Roman coin.
Shit. Dude, I think the coolest coins I've ever seen was a sand dollar from Iraq, or at least that's what we called it. Whatever the fuck it's actually called, I don't know. But it's about that big.
Yep.
It's about that big, and I mean, fuck, it kind of just looks like this. Honestly, like the color of this is like the color of it's not dark, it's that color.
Yep. The phone made a noise. Nice. Oh,
Oh shit, man. We're making it though. We're making it. Tomorrow's payday for me. I'm kind of excited about that. I know it's gonna be short just because of the way the days fell in the month, but it is what it is, I guess. Good thing I still got a bunch of fucking tax money. That's why I said I'm probably am gonna get that tool bag, that Klein tool runner.
yeah.
I think that'll help me out a lot because there's like whenever I'm doing work orders, dog, I don't need that backpack. Like if I know what I'm going to do, I can take and put everything in this bag, and then when I get done with that work order, take everything out, see what the next one is. You know, to me that'll help. So I think that for me will help a lot. Like just anyone that does maintenance in general, if you got your pack out or you got your general area where you have all your tools, like the back of your vehicle, for instance, 99% of maintenance men typically don't live where they work. I'm that 1% of people that live where they work. So I can go to my house, get all of my tools, put them in a bag, and go. However, that's not how it works for most people. Most people wake up, take all their tools, put them in their car, or like seriously, most people just leave all their tools in their vehicle. I know that sucks and you shouldn't do that. And I think everyone that does leave all their tools in their vehicle also thinks to themselves, man, it's going to suck when I get robbed. Because typically, dude, I know 6 people right now.
That's the thing is if you put your tools in pack outs, it just makes it easier for them to steal all your tools. If you have if you got your tools in random milk crates or just spread out all throughout the vehicle, they've got to find something to carry all those tools in. So they're only going to get away with an arm load. But if like that's the thing is I leave loose tools in my car. The van, the tool van with the pack outs in it next to me gets broken into and robbed. Mine gets left alone because they're like, fuck man, he's making me work for my money. I gotta like go buy a tote. I gotta buy I gotta load it all in there. I can't just grab it all and go. See, they need to make pack outs that have a real good hiding spot for you to put like trackers in, you know.
Well, that's the thing. Milwaukee actually does have it, not on the pack out, but they have the one key. And I know you know what I'm talking about. They got all the tools. It's the same fucking tools, but they added the tracker and all that bullshit in it.
The one key only works if you're within 100 feet of the tool. You have to be within.
No. I could have swore whenever I read on it that you can look on your phone and you can figure out exactly where it is no matter where you are. And you can shut it off no matter where you are.
Nope. It works the same way as a cat collar tracker. You have to be in distance. You have to be within 100 feet. It's not a wireless. It's not a Bluetooth. It doesn't connect to anything. Because for it to be wireless to connect to everything, it has to be programmed to a wireless network. Or it has to be programmed to a cellular network. for it to travel any great distance. It only works within 100
Okay,
feet.
okay,
No,
okay.
I have one key on some tools because some like older Milwaukee's, we did have a problem on bigger job sites where other contractors were taking our tools and thinking that they could
Yeah,
take. And then when they figured out that we had one key, they'd pop the one key out. So what I did is I took cat tracker, the little trackers that they put in the SPC puts in your animal's neck. I went and bought those things because they're really small. I opened up every tool and I put them in with a little bit of hot glue, close it back up, and they were always wondering how I knew that was. And I'd come along, and hey, look, you got my tool. It says right there. Hey, look, my name. I'm scanning it. My name's there. How'd you do that? Well, I got a tracker in there. Like, and it's actually kind of funny. You can do that with any tool. Those little cat trackers, you can buy them for $3 each on Amazon, or you can buy a bag of like 100 for like $20. And all you have to do is just have them close to your phone, put the information into it, program it, hot glue it into hide it somewhere in the tool, open the tool up, hide it in the little hot glue where it's not going to be in the way. And then if you're ever on a job site and your tools go missing, you just walk around the job site as long as you're within 100 feet. It will give you a signal and you'll ping it and you'll track it down. So you don't need to have one key for it.
hell yeah. See, and I don't have one key on any of my shit. I ain't paying for that shit.
Right. Like
the way I see it, dude, I'm going to keep up with my shit like I do. I've been doing it for 5 years now. I plan on continuing to keep up with my shit. I don't typically, there's like, whenever the contractors come around, I don't let them borrow my shit unless I talk to Leonard, because Leonard is like us. He's a tool nut. Honestly, dude, I tried to get Leonard to join the Discord, but he said he was fine. You know, he's got too much going on. And I said, yeah, I'll get you, buddy. I'll get you.
Yeah.
He's one of the project managers at a contracting company. I'm not going to name names and all that. We're on YouTube. I ain't doing all that. But he's a good guy. He's older. You know, he's like your age, but he's a great guy. He loves rigid tools. And that's why I told him, man, you need to come in this fucking Discord, dude. We need guys like you to help promote rigid.
I've always said, just like Souls, I agree with Souls, and I've always agreed with Souls on this. Rigid is a semi-pro tool brand, almost professional. Their quality is phenomenal. They've stepped up their games. Their batteries are ahead of a lot of other people. They're well built and they're priced affordably. So that way you're not going to cry. Like they literally are a buy once, cry once tool.
Yeah.
Like they've always like I myself nowadays, because of how pissed off I am with Milwaukee, I will always tell someone, freaking, you're better off to buy rigid over a friggin' Milwaukee tool if you're buying your tools from Home Depot.
I've been telling people just to start buying Metabo. Dude, I kind of like I've
if you're at Lowe's, buy Metabo, like
or Bosch. Yeah, I've told people if you're at Lowe's and you don't want DeWalt because you don't want to be part of that crowd, it's two choices: Metabo or Bosch. Whenever Flex was there, obviously it was, you know, go Flex, but most people don't have Flex money. That's the thing, and really, when it comes to cheaper tools that are going to get the job done without a question, I never have recommended Ryobi because I've seen Ryobi fail even at my job. And it's because I tried Ryobi, not that I was going to even get into that line. I was already into Milwaukee. My wife was thinking like, hey, can I get some Ryobi shit? And I was like, yeah, dude, let's start you out with the drill and impact. And she didn't like it. So I said, well, let me take it to work and see if I can get somebody to buy it. And sure enough, one of the guys at my job bought it. It was brand new. I got my money back. You know, I told him, I was like, buddy, I just bought this. I can't cut you a deal. And he was like, I understand. I just don't have the money to go to Home Depot. Yeah. And that was true. He didn't have a vehicle at the time. He got one eventually, but he didn't have one at the time. So he wasn't trying to pay bus fare there and back or Uber and all that bullshit, plus the $200 for the fucking drill and impact and batteries and all that. But anyway, so I got the money back and I was watching him over the next couple of days, and I had seen him fucking with a door, trying to get one of the longer screws to set, you know, and the impact was having trouble. And I said, switch to your drill. And he was like, well, why would I do that? And I was like, buddy, trust me, just stick your bit in your drill. And he did, and the drill got it. And he was like, well, how come the impact wouldn't do it? All you ever use is a fucking impact. And I said, well, think about it. I have Milwaukee. Yobi, you have the little brother. I got the big brother. And he watched UFC, so I said, think Nate and Nick Diaz. Who would you rather be on your team? You know, you would want the older brother, the one with the more experience. It ain't got nothing to do with Nate being younger and all that. If he would happen to be older, you would want him. You just want the person with more experience. That's just what you would want in that situation.
No, but like that's the thing is when anyone asks me for what brands to buy, like I ask them, what are you doing first? Like for general large platform tool brands, Ridgeon and DeWalt are the only two that I recommend for large platform, because they got massive platforms, extensive, and then after that I'll say Bosch, I'll say Metabo, and that's pretty much all that I ever recommend for tool brands. And if you're just a framing,
John and Sam,
all you do is framing, Metabo HPT all the way. You don't need any other brand other than that brand, because it has it all for framing.
Do you watch John Malecki?
Every now and then I catch him. I catch a couple of his videos.
Okay.
My feed.
Do you know that he has a podcast now?
Really? Oh, no.
Yeah. Him and his little crew, the two main guys besides him, Sam and I think Joe is the cameraman's name, but he's starting to get more on camera.
Yeah.
They have a podcast together. In their most recent episode, they were ranking power tools.
Yeah.
They fucked around, and I wanted to get your opinion on this. They put Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Makita as prosumer tools, not professional grade. But now hear me out, because I was confused for a minute until they really explained it.
But they have Ryobi, Hilti, and
no. Well, that's the thing. Actually, they put Ryobi as a beginner level tool, and they put Hilti as a pro level tool. But the reason now you're shaking your head the same way I'm shaking my head, because I didn't know how they were ranking it until they explained it. I must have missed it the first time they explained how they were ranking it, because they explained it again. And they said a professional level tool is a tool that you are strictly only making money with. You're not having fun with it. You're not really testing it. You don't use it at your house. You leave it at a job site. You come back, you get it out of a locker, or you get it out of a truck. So, and the second he said that, I questioned it again, because I'm thinking, okay, well, motherfucker, you tell all the plumbers that leave all their Milwaukee and DeWalt tools in the truck and van that that's not professional level tools. But if you think about it, like he's saying, you wouldn't want to bring a Hilti tool back to your house if you've been using a fucking jackhammer Hilti all fucking day. You're not bringing that back to your house. You're trying to leave it, if not exactly where the fuck you just got done with it, maybe 10 feet to the left. You see what I'm saying? And until it has to get back on the truck, it's staying where the fuck it. You see what I'm saying? So that to me would be a professional level tool.
All Hilti is it's a commercial tool for large companies that need to outfit hundreds of employees.
Yes.
When I was doing high-rise towers, I had like 600 people that I had to supply tools and equipment for on several high-rise towers. I wasn't going go out and buy that friggin' shit. And Hilti and Makita at the time were the only ones that offered commercial rental.
Yeah,
So I went and I rented Hilti. Like I literally leased Hilti tools for everyone, and I never had to
yeah,
worry if something was wrong. They just called the guy called the number on the phone, the phone number on the tool, and they came and fixed it, and that was it. But like that doesn't mean that it's a professional tool. It's a professional tool because it's being used by professionals in a professional atmosphere. But is it's quality professional? See, to me, a professional tool is a tool that is durable. Like it's built its name off of durability. It has
yeah.
a good warranty. Like to me, like with power tools, 5 years or more is a professional warranty. Now, that, but then none of that. If when warranty expires, they give you a repair option that is like, okay, we can't fix the tool, so we're going to replace it for 25% the cost. Like for example, with Snap-on in Milwaukee, if your tool cannot be repaired or replaced, they'll turn around and say, well, we'll give you another one for 50% of the cost of a new one, or they give you a good discount. None of that, parts available continuously, like with hand tools, and that individual pieces and that. But there's a lot that goes into like the requirements of being a professional tool. Like I call Tecton tool a professional tool because they are high quality, they're good quality, they are trustworthy. Their warranty is lifetime. They have individuals. Their delivery on their shipment is within 2 to 3 days. No matter where you are in North America, they're fast to respond. They're good customer service. Like they're a professional tool to me. None of that. They don't fall apart and break like Harbor Freight stuff and that, and they don't break like they're one up. They're not an industrial brand, but they are a commercially feasible professional tool line. Gear Wrench is a professional tool, in my opinion. Um, like then there's Snap On, Matco, but Matco and them, they don't make their tools. Their tools are all made over in
I think
China.
it's the
And
definitions of
but
the
there's a
rankings themselves that kind of fuck this up.
yeah.
To me, when I hear the word prosumer, I feel like that would be the Festool and Snap-on. The prosumer, meaning it's like the highest tier in terms of money, like
Well,
in terms of pricing.
okay,
Like
it's not.
that's what I think whenever I hear the word prosumer.
See. Okay, how it works? Like DIY is consumer, homeowner is consumer.
Yeah.
Prosumer is a consumer that also not just uses their tools at home for home DIY projects, but they also do use it to make projects they sell on Amazon, like Marketplace, or go to flea markets, or they
Yeah.
use them to do or they use them at work too. But they're not in the trades. Like they're using them semi professionally in their garage to make income and stuff like that. That's a prosumer. Then you got
Okay.
professional, and then you got industrial. Industrial is a low cost, high quality tool that can be replaced really affordably, really cheaply, and you can outfit your companies. Like that's why Snap On, they've
So
got three
hypertough.
divisions.
So
No,
hypertough.
no, no. It's got to be durable, like Westward. You look at Westward sockets and stuff, like Westwards, and
No,
then that.
I'm joking. I'm dude. I'm joking so
But
hard right now.
like here's the thing, Snap On has don't it's not just Snap On. They've got two other divisions that are industrial tools. They're lower cost, lower price than the Snap On tools.
Yeah.
They're using the same materials, same stuff. They're just stamped differently, and they're sold to a different market. Like big, massive factories that need 1,000 wrenches, need 1,000 of this socket, 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And cat tools are made by some of the, like 80% of cat tools are made by Snap-on, but they're an industrial version, not the
Yeah.
Snap-on. So they're
And
little.
when I think cat, I think heavy equipment too. I don't even think like drills, impacts. I don't even know if they have that. To tell you the truth, I don't know if cat makes actual power tools. I know they make a lot of heavy equipment though.
The manufacturer that manufactures the Cat tools makes shit power tools, but when it comes to their hand tools, Cat hand tools are only sold. Like the rule with Cat is the tools that they sell are only for Caterpillar mechanics apprentices and stuff like that. Outsiders aren't supposed to be able to go into the Cat store. Some dealerships will sell to professional mechanics and that, but they try not to sell to, because they're not allowed to. They're not supposed to. That's part of the agreement. They're getting special pricing on tools made by Snap-on for their technicians so that way they can have affordable tools. And it's just a program that Cat worked out time ago. So that way,
Cat hand tools, how would you say Cat hand tools compare to Snap-on? Would Snap-on be above Cat, or would Cat be above Snap-on?
They're equal. They're equal. Except for the Cat tools are usually a lower price, but that's the thing, is you're supposed to be an employee or a professional.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I wanted to know in terms of quality, like, were they equivalent? Were they worse?
They're the same quality as Snap-on, Jet, all the big professional brands, like all the premium.
See, Souls was saying the same thing not too long ago. I think in his live last night or something, he was saying like Snap-on isn't the only one that makes that tier of hand tool. Other companies, Matco, I think another one he said was Toolent. Some of their tools are equivalent to Snap-on, not all, but some.
No.
I can't remember that. Don't quote me on that one.
Toolent's the equivalent of Quinn, Icon, and stuff like that. They're not up there yet. They're working. They're trying to get there. But the thing is, though, is as they're trying to get there, their prices get up. Like they got a really, really solid tap and die set. That one of these days I'll bring it home and I'll show you guys it. It's expensive as hell, but it's a friggin' nice tap and die set worth every penny. And I would put that as a professional level, Snap-on level, and that. But like that's the thing, is like Mac tools, Matco tools. I don't really call them. I call them an industrial tool. I do not call them a professional tool, because all their tools are made by companies like Sunex, and some stuff are made by Apex for them, and they outsource all their tools. Yeah. Like their tools aren't made by them. They're made overseas, offshores. Like Matco, the only thing Matco makes are some air tools and toolboxes. All the rest of their tools are Lyle tools or other branded tools and stuff like that are industrial tools. They're not that. But then here's the other catch. Snap-on is not just a professional tool. They're a premium tool. And what premium means is price. Premium has nothing to do with quality. Premium has to do with price, and a lot of that pricing is the showboating. Look, I'm doing so good in life. I'm so well off, and I'm better than you. I'm snooty. I can afford Snap-on. That's premium. That's what premium means with any product. Like I can go buy the premium craft dinner that costs $15 a box, or I can go buy or I can buy craft dinner, which is $1 a box. The craft dinner actually tastes better than the premium one does, but the premium one's $15. So I can snooty. Look, I can afford it. But that's the difference between professional and premium. Premium has nothing to do with quality. It has to do with the price tag and about bragging rights. That's all premium is. So don't fall for premium. Always go for professional. And like and if you're a mechanic, Tecton, Snap-on, Gear Wrench.
Tecton was one of the brands he said. I remember hearing that. I think he did say Tecton.
And not only that, Gray tools and Gray Dynamic, they're great, and Jet tools. Jet tools are great.
He said Jet too, but I've never heard of that shit, dude. Until like the other day when he said that, if he said that, but I swear he did.
But those are the only tools that I classify as professional automotive tools, and those are the brands that will always do you good, treat you good, like. But stay away from Snap-on cordless tools. Buy the 14.4. 14.4 is a good tool, but the 18 volts are crap. Their 18 volt tool is a premium tool. It's not a professional tool. It's a premium tool. So it's just a
Yeah,
bragging rate thing. I was able to spend the $2,000 on a drill, attitude stuff, but it's not a professional drill. It's a friggin' Ryobi in a different dress. But
that's literally all the fuck it is.
those are pretty much the only brands that I recommend to any technician or mechanic get into the industry. Because we used to have things like SK used to be really good. SK's gone downhill. I don't put
Of course.
SK in the professional list anymore. Proto doesn't exist anymore. A lot of the good old names are gone. Craftsman has fallen down the scale.
He might have said Proto.
Craftsman,
He said a lot of names, dude. He said a lot of names. But
like,
we've all said that Craftsman used to be good with
like
their hand tools, and they're still pretty good, but they're not like
they
they're
were
not up there quality. Like homeowners should definitely go Craftsman. Like
well.
it's
That's the thing is if Craftsman offered the old master kits that they used to back in the day, the 1,000, 2,000 piece sets that were every tool that you need to get going, then
yeah,
that would be a viable choice. That's why Husky. It's kind of funny. You can go to the Home Depot page. They still sell some of the old Husky tools, not the new tools. There's a difference between the old tools that are pre 2016 and nowadays. The one pre 2016, some of them were made by Snap-on, some of them were made by another American company, and that, but they were USA made tools, American tools. They were premium tools, and those kits are worth great. And they're the kits that use these screwdrivers. The kit that use these screwdrivers. The American made, USA made screwdrivers. I've had these things for a long time, but they do still actually sell a professional kit, but they're trying to clear them out. They're trying to get rid of them because they're replacing it all with gear wrench master kits. So keep an eye on their website for the old Husky master kits. Like they're like 500, 600, and 1,000 piece kits, and they've got
yeah. I've seen those on Home Depot.
but and
I've seen they sell more than 1,000. I think they have a master mechanic set by Husky
they're a
and
whole
gear wrench. They're
they're
like, but gear wrench is like $6,000-7,000. The master mechanic set for Husky is only like 2 or 3.
yeah, but those tools are USA made. All the tools in those kits are USA made. Their quality is their sockets were made by Snap-on. Some of their sockets were made by Snap-on.
Husky.
A subsidiary of Snap-on
Okay.
by a company that makes tools for like industrial tools for Snap-on. The Husky actually used to once upon a time be an industrial tool brand that was actually half-ass decent, like really worth buying. But it's only
Yeah.
any of the new tool sets from 2016 forward, trash. Don't buy the new stuff. All the new stuff, garbage, horrible. Like that. Like literally, when they started making those little plastic boxes, little plastic boxes with the 3 drawers, that's when their shit went downhill. Because that's when they went to Taiwan, and they really a bad manufacturer. Because there's some better manufacturers in Taiwan that build some really nice stuff.
Yeah, they have a bunch of Taiwanese shit that we use. There's so much Taiwanese shit in America, dude. Like, you might not realize it, but some of your shit that you probably have is Taiwanese. I know you look at a lot of that stuff, so you might not have it, but like people around, like if anybody's watching, just some of your hand tools really might say made in Taiwan.
But like or Vietnam, I love buying tools made in Vietnam because they, for some reason in Vietnam, they make premium tools like my Ingersoll Rand sockets. They're all
well, that thing that I shared you on your Discord, the woodworking guy, and I was like, look, he's making Goku out of wood, and everybody kind of looked at that for a minute. I'm pretty sure a bunch of people looked at that. I shared it on both Discords, but it like, dude, that was all in Taiwan, and he did that all with fucking Taiwanese shit. Like, I don't think there was one American thing there. There might have been some Makita shit, but that's from Japan.
Hey, Pat popped in. Say hi to Pat.
Hey, I knew he would show up eventually.
But yeah, no. But yeah, that's the thing. Is like that's why like my next big live stream, I'm gonna have Dave and a couple other mechanics on. We're gonna talk about mechanics tools. I did a live talking about
Don't put me on that one. I don't know shit about mechanics, bro. Nope. I know how to take the bolts off, and I know how to put the bolts on. That's it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we're going to talk about automotive tools from actual real mechanics, and then I'm going to try to find some electricians to sit around and talk about electrical tools. Then I'm going to find some plumbers, and I'm going to talk about plumber tools with a group of people in the trade.
I can get on with the electrician and the plumbing stuff. I can talk about that, but I'm not going to be like this where I talk a lot.
Like that. Like that's thing is, basically, I want to get some seasoned veterans, professionals, to come in and talk about like, no, you don't need to buy the big premium name all the time. This is a good brand for this is a good brand for that. I'm like, these are the tools, and you don't have to go out and spend $1 million on tools. That's the one. You don't need to buy the premium all the time. You don't need to buy the best all the time. But like there are some things where industrial will last you a lifetime. Like it's like you don't need anything more than industrial for most of the stuff. And there are some stuff where
most of it,
the rigid is going to last you a lifetime. Like, there's some things that you don't need to spend stupid money on. Mostly like it's just like ridiculous. Like
dude, I can't lie to you. With most of the electric work that I do, it's typically all done with hand tools, unless I'm going for speed. If I'm trying to wire an entire apartment, yes, I'm using my impact. That's too much thread. That's too much of this motion, and then too much of this motion. That's too much. I'll do the 4 screws for the wires. Once I get to the long threads, the 2 screws going in, bro, impact. But I go slow. I don't even ugga-dugga on the shit at all. I use my surge, and I go slow. Gen 2. I do use the Gen 2 surge. I don't even have the first generation. That shit is garbage. Everybody said it was garbage. And I'm very comfortable with admitting that every tool brand does make some shitty tools. However, that doesn't mean I'm going to buy them, dude, and be okay with it. I'm just not going to fucking buy them.
Well, the only, like I tell people, the only way you're going to have the best tool every time is if you're on every single tool power.
Yeah.
You have to have every single charger, every single battery. You have to be on them all. The best thing to do is pick 2 or 3 brands that will cover your ass that have good track records. Like I will tell people to go Bosch, Metabo, DeWalt, Rigid. Mix it up like that. 2 brands like that, because then you got an affordable, good quality tool, and then you got another tool. You got two different.
Well, that's the thing. I think every single tool brand has, and I'm going to use, I think correctly here. I think every tool brand has premium tools. Even Metabo has a $370-something 7 1/4 inch circular saw. I want it. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but I fucking want it. And I'm going to sell that goddamn Milwaukee for $120.
Well, before you buy a circular saw, wait till later on this year. Make your Milwaukee. Wait for them to release their new tools, because you may want the brand new one that they got coming out, or you might
probably
get
will
one for half the price. So either way, you're going to win.
100%, dude. Either way, I'm upgrading my circular saw this year at some point. It'll probably be in the next, sometime during the summer that I actually upgrade it. Because like you're saying, I think the new Metabo shit should start coming out in June, huh?
Yeah, late June. So, but like I'll tell everyone right now, only buy Metabo tools on sale right now, or if you really need it, because there are people like me that I'll buy tools. I'm not going to wait for a sale because I have to get it now, but hold out, because they got a lot of new tools coming out from middle of this year.
I will say this.
Middle of next year that are going to blow your minds away.
Today only, the new Metabo T-Power Cell battery.
180.
Yeah, it's on sale. Hello.
I found them here at KMS Tools. They got a load of them in for 150 Canadian. I got 4 more. Like it's like everyone was on the phone. It's like we got to divvy them up against them. We got to divvy them up. We know we're only going to let you take 4 because we got like 50 people on the phone wanting these things. It's like, of course, we're junkies, man. Give us our freaking fix.
Hey, look, since you know a little bit more about the Metabo batteries than I do, can you explain, does that battery work on both platforms that Metabo has, the 18 and 36?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a multi-volt. It's a multi-volt battery. Works
so
on
it's
18.
basically their newer multi-volt battery?
Yeah. It's their newer big, it's just the new version of their big battery. But later on this year, they got some new small ones. They got some really nice compact ones. So they've got, and they're coming out with tablets, pouch. They've got some sweet batteries, some really sweet batteries. And this is the thing. Metabo has been able to do all this power with 4 battery sizes. They haven't had to have like 20 different sizes, 20 different batteries. They've made it this long in the market because their battery technology has always been more advanced, more superior. If you
they've steadily progressed their batteries. Like if you look at Metabo on Lowe's, they got a picture. Like if you swipe through, just click any tool. Don't matter which one it is. Click any tool. Metabo has one of their pictures on there, and it's like a cycle of batteries. It's like it shows you at the top, like this is where we started and this is where we're at.
But see, like forever, this was the biggest battery that they made forever, and this ran the table saws. This battery on my 10-inch miter saw would get me about 900 cuts. On my table saw, about 350 cuts. It was like, and to get that same performance out of a Milwaukee, you had to get 2 12-amp-hour batteries to get that same performance. But here's the other thing. You look at the terminals. There's a lot of technology in these batteries, a lot of technology, because each one of these
I was wondering about that, dude. Milwaukee only got like 4 or 5 tabs. They got like 10.
Because one communicates with a tool, one stores data, one is used for diagnostic. Then you got the positive, negative for the 18 volt, positive, negative for 36 volt. But there's also a couple extra little lines, and therefore, for the technology that's in the battery.
What do you mean by stores data? Like what tool it gets put on?
What tool it goes on? Not that it communicates with some tools have a smart processor in the tool. So when you connect to it, there are some tools that cannot use that are not designed to use the full wattage of the battery. So so it will actually kill the battery power down and run it at a lower wattage on that motor.
Wouldn't that increase the runtime of the battery?
Increase the runtime of the battery. Like their battery technology has just always been more advanced, but forever, for like friggin' 10 years, this was their biggest battery that they ever made. They've never had to make anything bigger to run any of their tools.
Why the fuck don't other tool companies just get with like Bosch and Metabo and be like, hey, we suck at making batteries, but we're damn good at making tools. Why don't we team up? Why can't companies do that? Is that like against the fucking law some way, somehow? Or do they just never want to do that?
And the T-Power is the exact same size. It's just tablet cells, but it's the exact same size. And like literally, like the tools are only made to hold a battery size. They don't want to make a battery bigger than this. What they'll do is they'll just keep making batteries this size with more and more power inside of them. That's all they're going to do. They don't want to have that.
And that's what most companies should have done. I don't understand where, and I got to say, dude, everyone has said this. So it's not like it's a secret or anything. Milwaukee's batteries are big, chunky. They weigh too fucking much. They make their tools light as fuck. Why can't they do that with their batteries? I know everyone has said this. So I will be another person saying this. Just to kind of maybe make them want to fucking do something about it. I don't know if they ever will, but I know Makita is going the same route Milwaukee's going. Somewhat. They're making everything fucking bigger, dude. They're making the tools bigger. They're making the batteries bigger. Oh my god!
Because I accidentally unplugged my camera. I'll be right back. Let's see if it works.
Oh, you're good. Right back. Everybody can still hear you. I know I can hear you.
Studio.
But no, dude, I've seen Caleb's got a video. I don't know if he's in here or not, but Caleb's got a video where he's talking. He's got the Makita drill, and he's standing here. If this was the Makita drill, that some bitch is like this big. All right, like maybe it's just the way he's filming it. But I know he's standing. He's standing at like a table area, and he's got the thing right here, and the some bitch is like somewhere up in this height, dude. It takes up a lot of his body. When he picks it up, though, first thing he said was, "Wow, this is heavy." And I'm like, okay, so clearly they went the wrong route. Every other tool company, to include Milwaukee, is making their tools lighter, smaller, more compact. They're going bigger, bolder, and not better. I'll say I'm impressed with what I've seen in its performance. I'm definitely impressed by the performance of it. I'm just not impressed by the size of it. I mean, it's just fucking, it's not ergonomic at all in terms of most people's work. I guess maybe they're still trying to market to concrete folk where you're outside, you're not really in any confined spaces. You're not really, like, you're not trying to stick a drill in between a joist. You know what I mean? You're not, I guess maybe they're just not marketing it for framers and shit like that. Maybe they're only trying to market it for concrete where you're wide out in the open. Landscapers might like it, depending on like if they're building certain things. Pergolas. Is that how you pronounce that? Pergola. Lean-tos, shit like that. Just big, I mean, I guess big projects that aren't tight and in, you know, close quarters and all that. I guess it would be good for shit like that. But, I mean, dude, I thought the 10007 was the biggest fucking thing on the market. And even then, I was like, bro, I can't see most people grabbing that thing for a lot of shit. But that Makita drill, I can't see anybody wanting to grab that sumbitch for anything if you're doing any sort of woodworking. So it's got to be for like concrete, maybe metal working. Yeah, because steel beams are spaced kind of far the fuck apart. So maybe it would be good for that. But the only way it's going to be good for that, if anyone else saw Caleb's recent video about that drill, it's still got the fucking chuck problem.
It's got the chuck problem. It will drill holes. It will drill holes with any drill bit, but it does not drive fasteners. It friggin' cuts out when doing like large fasteners. It should be.
And that's what I'm saying.
But it cuts out. But hey, man, I can put an 8-inch hole saw on a 20-inch hole saw on. It will work perfect for drilling a hole. But God help me if I want to put a 4-inch screw in, I'm fucked.
Yeah, dude. You can pre-drill the hole, but you can't set the fucking fastener.
I had hopes and dreams that they were going to actually finally make a.
Well, did you see the impact? The impact is no fucking better.
No, no. Well, all they should do is they should just stop making any tool except for concrete tools. They should just go into concrete.
See, and that's what I'm thinking that the big fucking drill and the big fucking impact would be for, is for when you're doing concrete work. And just anything out in the wide fucking open.
Concrete workers don't use tools like that. They don't. They
use drills, and maybe not a 1/4-inch impact, but they'll use a fucking drill. What, am I in your way? Are you telling me to move so you can get back in your spot? Here, come say hey to the people.
Hey, kitty, kitty. Hello, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty,
yeah, walk in front of the camera. There you go.
Cat butt.
Yeah.
Bye. Well, but anyways, we've been live for, oh my God, 2 hours, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna,
was about to say it's been a while.
yeah, and I need to get something to eat, and I need to make another cup of coffee, and my back is sore from sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
So we're
Let's
gonna say goodbye, people. So Jimmy, say your farewells. Tell everyone, get lost, get out of here. Love you. See you later.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. There, that's my goodbye today. I don't know. I'm trying
And I'll
something
catch
different.
you all on the flip side. And if you guys want to learn more or need help with projects or just need technical information, repair diagrams for your cars, your trucks, project diagrams, or just good advice, you're more than welcome to join my Discord channel. That's what it's about: community and sharing knowledge and learning and teaching. So I'll post a link.
Yeah, post a link real quick, and we'll hang out for a minute before we get out of here. Because if we get out of here, everyone else is kind of forced to leave. So we'll go ahead, post a link. We'll hang out for a minute, and we'll joke about something for a couple minutes, and then we'll get out of here. Just give people the chance, you know.
Yeah, and live streaming. And paste. There you go, people. A link. You're all welcome to join it. Just follow the rules. That's all you got to do is follow the rules, get along, play nice. And like I said, I've got educational books. I got a crap load of educational books. I'm adding more books every week. I'm adding woodworking projects. I've got access to all data, pro demand, and diagnostic software and stuff, so I can get you data and repair data for working in your car. I'm trying to work on a deal with Haynes, so that way I can get their Haynes books on my Discord server, so you can get access to Haynes books. But for mechanics, HVAC, drywallers, sparkies, carpenters, mechanics, you name it, you're all
Hardcore
welcome.
DIYers, man. Anybody that likes tools, anybody that just wants other people to ask questions, ask it just, bro, if you want to get into this type of shit, but you don't know where to start, go to the Discord.
But yeah.
I will say I did not get one of his books, one of his things to do this. This all came from me.
Yep. Well, there's nothing in my books that look like that, because that's.
I'm sure there are.
That's what we call a Van Gogh. That project is what we call a Van Gogh. It's one of a kind and it's unique.
Oh, it is.
And it's solid.
It is, dude. It is solid. This is meant for cats, and I've got to say, I've been testing it. Like, I've been putting my weight on it. It holds me up. Like, I'll sit on it. I'll sit on it, but I am not leaning back on this. All right, this is all plywood. Like, I'm not leaning back on that. Like, I feel like I can put a little weight on it, but I'm not going to, because I'm not tearing that up. But yeah, it's holding me. Like, it ain't going nowhere. So I think I built it good enough.
And for people that are watching the video after, because like I said, I get a lot of people that watch my content at 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't know why. The link to my Discord is in the description. Just copy and paste that link, and you're off and running.
It's probably like people from different countries. It's got to be people from like the Middle East, maybe somewhere out there.
I got people from Australia, India.
Yeah.
Like my small little tiny channel is global. Itty bitty channel worldwide.
Dude, I know I've had a couple shorts hit Europe. I've had a couple shorts hit Australia, but not a lot of my stuff goes global. Most of it stays in this continent or right there in Europe. It don't go much further.
But anyways, it's time to end the stream because I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. So you're all fired. I'll see you next stream.
We'll see y'all.